Alam nyo guys, halos hindi na nangyari itong review na ito. Itong Infinix Zero 5G 2023. Nabili ko siya nung 12/12 sale sa Lazada. And well, hindi dineliver ni Flash Express. Actually, 1 week delay na rin si Infinix Lazada for dispatching the unit. Then, 3 beses na ako unreachable, sabi ni Flash Express. But of course, a quick shoutout kay Supervisor Sally ng Lazada team for helping me get this unit once again at the price na nabili ko during the 12/12 sale. So, of course, simulan muna natin with a quick unboxing. Hi guys, ako pa si Rich mo ng Gadget Sidekick and welcome back to my channel. I know ang dami ninyo nag-request itong unit na ito. And I'm still happy to be able to unbox it. Kahit medyo late na tayo ng konti, but of course, it's better late than never, like they say. So, this is the box. Medyo pahaba siya this time around. Infinix Zero 5G 2023. Well, kita natin, it's a 13 GB of virtual RAM. It's basically 8 plus 5, then 256 GB of storage. Meron siyang MediaTek Dimensity 1080 na 5G. And ang color na meron natin is the Coral Orange. Buksan natin. Zero 5G. Ganda ng kanyang packaging this time around. Honestly, a quick shoutout kay Infinix for giving us the chance na feel ng parang vegan leather ni Mate 50 Pro ni Huawei. And to be honest, yung feel na sa likod na is not really so bad after all. And ito, original vegan leather ni Huawei. And ito ang Fox leather ni Infinix Zero 5G. Well, kayo na humusga. Tapusin muna natin unboxing. Sa likod nito, we have all the goodies hidden here. Warranty card, $1 US. Well, actually, it's just a club lang ni Infinix. Jelly case. Ganito itsura niya, no? Pag kinabit mo ang jelly case, and yes, it's transparent. Andiyan ang kanyang 33 watts of fast charger, Type-C cable, and ang kanyang panundot. Tundutin muna natin before we proceed. Triple card slot siya. Sa likod, it's a micro SD expansion. Sa harap, it's dalawang 5G na nano SIM. Quick phone tour muna tayo. Sa likod kita natin yung Zero 5G na logo in gold emblem. 50 MP na triple camera setup. Ilalim ang kanyang loudspeaker, Type-C port, and of course ang kanyang microphone plus ang kanyang audio jack. Medyo hindi ko lang trip tong usli na to. Kayo, okay lang ba sa inyo? On the side, ang kanyang SIM tray. Sa ibabaw, ang kanyang noise cancelling mic, and meron siyang powered by Infinix na logo. On the side, ang kanyang fingerprint scanner / power button and volume rocker. Sa harap, kita natin ang kanyang punch hole na camera na medyo malaki nga lang ang hole. The bezel are quite thick sa ilalim, and sa side, acceptable naman. Well, the phone na ito is being powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 1080 na 5G. And I can say, okay naman siya in terms of multitasking on everyday usage. Okay, hindi siya nalalag, wala akong nafe-feel naman na nabibitin ako, no? Especially when scrolling and opening several apps at the same time. Kayang-kaya naman niya. I'm quite impressed since kanyang score dito sa Antutu benchmark, getting a 503,000 points. And pag binreakdown natin, ito ang score na makikita natin. Other benchmark like Wildlife, Geekbench, and it even has a level 1 na security level sa Widevine. And itong phone na ito is running on XOS na version 12 inside Android 12. And kita natin ang kanyang RAM is 8 gigs of RAM plus 5 gigs na expandable RAM. Now, ang kanyang display is a 6.78 na IPS LCD. It has 120 Hz of screen refresh rate and ang max brightness is at 500 nits. Ang screen-to-body ratio is around mga 85% and it can display up to 1080p. Kasi on social media, I can say okay siya, mabilis naman mag-scroll dito. Walang nafe-feel naman na lag dito, mapa-Facebook man, TikTok, Instagram or Twitter. Okay, the browsing experience is definitely nice thanks to its 120 Hz of screen refresh rate. Now, when watching videos dito sa phone na ito, I can say it's pretty good and IPS LCD lang siya. Pero I wouldn't say na it's yung mga cheap type na IPS LCD. Watching on this phone, I can say enjoyable naman siya, but not as good as yung mga AMOLED display na mas punchy ang colors. This one can, well, get you through watching videos on Netflix, YouTube. Kayang-kaya naman niya, and it's really nice. Now, one of the things na medyo bitin dito sa akin is ang kanyang loudspeaker. Isa lang kanyang loudspeaker dito sa ilalim, and there's no second speaker dito sa taas, making the sounds coming only from the downfiring na loudspeaker dito, especially when you're listening to music on Spotify. Medyo nabibitin ako sa kanyang sound. Hindi gan sobrang lakasan, no? And, well, check muna natin ang kanyang sounds. Yung nakasagad ng music dito, I can say medyo hindi pa rin ganun kalakasan. So I would suggest that you try any mga Bluetooth na TWS or headphones para medyo mas ma-enjoy nyo itong mga sounds coming out from this phone. Or you can even use yung mga wired kasi meron pa siyang audio jack. Now, one of the performance na gusto ko makita dito is definitely gaming. Now, tinry ko maglaro dito ng Tower Fantasy and Call of Duty Mobile. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, okay, it can breeze me through on high settings. Okay, masarap ang maglaro dito sa phone na ito. And the screen is definitely okay. And the touch is responsive. Medyo hindi ko lang masyado gusto lang yung punch hole dito kasi medyo malaki siya. So medyo sometimes, medyo sagabal lang nga talaga siya tignan. But overall, the gameplay is good. Halos minimal ang lags and frame drops dito sa Call of Duty Mobile. And pagdating naman sa Tower Fantasy, doon ko medyo na-feel na medyo nagkakaroon ng mga frame drops. Even though at a little bit lower than high settings, mafe-feel mo talaga, there's a little bit of those frame drops na hindi maiwas. Of course, ang chipset nito is not one of the high tier na gaming chipset. But for me, it's definitely playable. Just need to lower down pa further ang settings pagdating sa Genshin Impact and sa Tower Fantasy para makalaro ka ng maayos dito sa game na ito. Overall experience ko sa gaming dito is quite good, but of course, don't expect na makakuha ka ng mga performance nito like mga Dimensity 8100, 8100 Max, and well, of the likes. Now, itong phone na ito comes with a 5,000 mAh na battery, charging up to 33 watts na fast charging. Dinoy natin ang battery down to 10%. Then, chinarge ko using the default cable and charger back up to 100. Inabot ako ng 1 hour and 30 minutes just to complete the full cycle. Now, one thing na napansin ko dito sa phone na ito is medyo mabilis mag-drain ang kanyang battery and it can only give us mga around 11 hours and 25 minutes na screen on time. Using this phone for one whole day, kaya naman niya magtagal ng one whole day. But of course, that's on very normal usage like social media, watching some videos, and well, playing some mild games lang naman. But if you're playing heavy games, napansin ko no, medyo mabilis mag-drain ang kanyang battery. Just take note of that. And pagdating naman sa thermals, okay naman ang thermals nito, though medyo umiinit na lang somewhere dito sa spot na ito. But if you give it some cooler or just playing some air-conditioned area, baka medyo mas malamig siya ng konti dito sa spot na ito. Itong phone na ito has triple camera setup, 50MP na main sensor, 2MP na macro lens, and 2MP na depth sensor. Together with a quad LED flash dito, it can shoot up to 4K and 30fps. Then sa harap, meron sa 16MP na main shooter, which can shoot up to 1080p and 30fps na video. Now, shooting some photos outdoor, I can say pretty decent ang kanilang mga photos. Sharp naman and easy to focus itong phone na ito, which makes it easy to use when you're shooting mga photos sa labas, outdoor, lalo sa well-lit na place. Mabilis mag-shoot and maganda ang mga reproduction, mga pictures na makukuha mo dito sa phone na ito. When you're going indoor, there are sometimes na maganda naman mga photos na kukuha ko, but there are sometimes na pagdating sa dark area, medyo mas low light, medyo mas hirap siya ng konti. Eh, mapapansin mo, medyo may konting noise and medyo grainy siya. And tinry ko naman sa indoor ang kanyang zoom camera. This is the 1x photo and this is the 3x photo. Now, using a super night mode, I can say itong photo nito was really nice. Medyo madilim sa area, no, but it was able to reproduce a really nice photo like this one. So, quite impressed ako sa kanyang night photography. Pagdating naman sa kanyang 16MP na front-facing camera, some outdoor shots are nice, but some outdoor shots are overexposed ang kanyang likod. I'm not quite sure why, but well, this is how it is. Indoor selfie shot are okay, but medyo dumidilim ang mukha ko on some dark areas. Here are some video samples na nakuha ko using the front-facing camera and the rear video camera. So guys, this is the resolution you'll be getting if you're vlogging using the Infinix Zero 5G 2023 and shooting at 1080p and 30fps up front. This is the resolution you'll be getting if you're trying it on Zoom or you're using it on Viber chat. Well, the audio is also recorded using the default mic. What can you say? In the comment section. Now, itong Infinix Zero 5G comes in 3 colors. Meron siyang pearly white, coral orange, and submarine black. And definitely this one is the color to go. Overall, I'm quite impressed naman dito sa Zero 5G and it's currently priced at 11,999. And pagdating sa sale, no, umaabot siya naman 10,999. And if you can use some vouchers, you can further bring it down a little bit more. Ako nakuha ko to na 9,700 sa Lazada 12.12. Kaya talagang pinaglaban ko and well, to be thankful, nakuha ko ulit at the same price. Overall performance, it's good. The camera is decent. The gaming is good. And the battery life is not really so good. Ang kanyang screen is quite decent and it can give you 120 Hz of screen refresh rate. Pagdating sa browsing, sa social media, okay na okay. And watching videos dito is quite good. Except na medyo malaki nga lang punch hole niya. So medyo sagabal nga lang talaga sa mata. It's a little bit irritating. Now, if you asking me kung marerecommend ko tong Infinix Zero 5G at this price point, definitely it's a go for me. And kung gusto niyo malaman kung saan niyo pwede mabili itong phone na ito, I'll be popping it on the description box below. Check niyo lang. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click nyo na rin bell icon para hindi nyo ma-miss mga future uploads dito sa aking channel. And so, ako pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up?